So this isn't quite as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. Hey, good morning. Yeah, it's early. Anyways, what are we doing today? We're going to work on this guy. So, this here should not spin right now. I don't know if you can see it. Let's get a better angle. This drive line should not be spinning because the rear tires are not spinning. That is the output shaft for the front diff, and it should always be rotating whenever the rear tires are rotating. And as you can see, that's not happening. So we're gonna figure out what we broke. Ooh, yeah, greasy already. We're gonna figure out what we broke, so we need to pull the trans out of that. So I got a new mount for the GoPro. It goes on my noggin. So you guys are gonna see point of view action. Let's go. Oh, look at that. That's a flat tire. All right, before we open this trans, what I wanna do is I want a side-by-side comparison of a 2015 XP1000 transmission to the one that I got up there. So that means I gotta freaking get it down. God, this is so much work. You know, whenever you're working, it's just too much work. Pain in the butt. See the secondaries? So my secondary is, this is the 14-15 version, so it's not all floppy when it's apart or when it's taken off the machine. So this just slides on there like that. See how this one will not work on there. So this guy, it's missing the helix, but I think the helix we can use from that. I don't know exactly, but see, this one will just fall on there. It's not right, but it should go straight onto this. Yep. So, and that's once it's bolted on there, that's what keeps this thing stationary. Once again, it's missing the helix, so we're gonna have to figure that out. So the next thing that we've got to figure out is we got to figure out the difference. So remember, I re-geared this. This has got lower, it's got the Ace 325 gears, but it's also got high lifter, double reverse chain in it and stuff. So in theory, this should be stronger than this in reverse, but I don't know what the output ratio is. So what we need to do is we need to paint pin this, and we need to paint pin that, and then we can start counting ratios. So for one revolution of this, we want to see how many revolutions there is there. So there's one. So that's 26 rotations. So in reverse, 26 times rear output rotated 1 time. So then we'll do low. $29. So 29, this rotated 1. And then we'll do high. $13.5, because see how that's at the bottom? Okay, so now we know the ratios of this one. Let's see if we can do the same measurements on a 2018 trans. All right, now let's see what the difference is with those side by side. The more times that the input shaft rotates to output is lower ratio. So see in reverse, 26 times versus 20.5. So the gearing in reverse is higher on this one. And low, 29 versus 19, the gearing is higher on this one, lower on this one. And then in high, input rotated 13.5 to 9.75. Once again, higher. So if we do some math really quick, which bear with me because I'm not great at math. This has got the 27% reduction kit in it, which I'm pretty sure you could just take this out of here and put it straight into this. If we do math on that and figure out what this ratio is, I wonder if we can just do that 27% lower and put it in here if we'd get closer. But now we got this information. Let's break the old one apart and just see what's going on with it. Yeah, see all that freaking metallic in there? That's because something broke. So that's no bueno. So this should spin together. See, and it is until there. Yeah, see, there's definitely something going on there. It's not supposed to be crunk, 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 crunchy. Okay, now this should pick up out of there. Yep. Oh, thank God, this gear's okay. Okay, so what's broken? Oh, actually, the gear is not broken. The shaft snapped. Huh. All right. So this isn't quite as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. It kind of sucks, though, because the shaft is like the most expensive freaking part. But we got this one. So remember, we're going to try and use everything that we got here and not buy anything new. Okay. This might leak more. Alright, that's all the way. Yeah, look at that. Broke that straight off of there. Ooh, and look at this. That's probably from when it was catching. Ta-da! There we go. There's our broken stuff. Now we just got to figure out what we got to do to re-gear this. I've got a program on the computer, so I'm going to play around with that. See if I could just put the Ace 325 gears in this, and then we would get closer to these ratios that we took. Because remember, these are way higher gearing, and we're a crawler. We don't need high gearing. So we got to figure out some mathematicals on what we can do with this trans with some of the gearing that's in that to make one good trans. Because then we, in theory, don't have to buy any parts other than maybe bearings and seals. But that's what we're doing now.